meat and curry, I'm your man. Cause how we all lose it is a mystery. It's like the changing of our wardrobes from a dire history. But it's the one making us not stop. 50 kilograms is all we've got to drop. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Big Bobby Cooper.
Hello, mate.
How are you?
I am okay. I'm feeling pretty good this morning, actually. Not drank for 4 weeks today.
Have you not?
No, 4 weeks ago was the Sunday after a wedding, which is what we are today. I've hit the 4-week milestone. And actually, Sammy J actually texted me yesterday asking how I was getting on there, which is very nice of him. Shout out to Sammy J. 4 weeks, no booze, done. It's pretty mad. I actually haven't found it as hard as I thought I was going to find it. I mean, I've tried to do this before and failed miserably many times. I can't remember the last time I actually did I think I've only done 4 weeks not drinking probably once or twice in my life, to be honest. I've lots of attempts at it. I remember one stint I did about 2.5 months, which is my longest. That was a long time ago. But yeah, 4 weeks. I'm pretty tough for that, to be honest. I think distraction with work being just off the scale has helped. And having a baby, don't go out as much. So I think I've had some stuff play in my favour compared to other times I've done it. But still, I mean, your stress levels are high. All you want to do is chuck a beer down your throat, don't you? So,
when's your next beer planned? Or are you just, sober, going to church, that sort of stuff now?
Sobriety Bob is going to carry on. Well, I'm going to Ascot next Saturday, but I don't actually think I'm going to booze for that because I'm driving to it. It's a work trip. I'm driving to it. I've got to behave and I've got to drive home. So I actually think I'll just, rather than have two, I'll just not drink at all because then I can carry on with my no drinking. Week after that, so it'll probably be 6 weeks. Week after that, I'm going to a music festival. So I reckon it'll be 6 weeks I'll do.
So what's your health status at the minute? I know you had a load of injuries and stuff.
Yeah, I think this is pod should be injury pod. Here's the lowdown for me. So I'm recovering from my blood clot, me happy blood clot. It's my patois for today.
What? Was that Welsh?
So, for the benefit of the pod listeners, I travelled back from Miami 10 days or so ago, whatever it was. Landed, got myself a blood clot. Spent most of Sunday and Monday in hospital after I landed on the Friday. And I've been on blood thinners. Things I can't do. Can't fly for 4 weeks. Can't do sport for 4 weeks. That's what I've been told. And I'm on meds for 3 months. So that's the first thing that I've got to deal with is my blood clot. Second thing on the agenda.
Yeah. And where is the blood clot?
Oh, the blood clot's in my calf, by the way, my gastrocnemius. Left gastrocnemius, for those who want to know. So it wasn't in my deep vein. So I didn't have deep vein thrombosis, which is the word I like to say. But thrombosis in my calf muscle, for the veins in my calf muscle. 20 centimeters long, this blood clot, apparently. And the only way I can describe it is, when you get cramp and you get like a knot in you get that knot that comes on quick enough to try and stretch out the knot to try and relieve yourself. Like I had that knot constantly. That's the feeling you have. So for about 4 or 5 days, I was walking on my complete tiptoe. Like imagine your calf and ankle and foot if you were wearing heels. I had to have my leg like that because if I tried to flatten my foot anymore, it would pull on the calf muscle, which I couldn't do because had a clot in it and it was just horrendous. So the blood thinners have worked to treat now. And unless I was rocking the baby last night to sleep and then completed rocking onto that side. Eventually it started to hurt a bit, but otherwise it's fine. The thinners have worked wonders.
Just get your leg amputated if it carries on.
Hopefully it persists and then I can just be peg leg Bob.
I think you'd look great with a little wooden stump, like a pirate.
Right, it wouldn't be little, would it? Let's get that straight.
You can become like a children's entertainer, though. I think.
Top 3 things that I don't want to do. Children's entertainer. So that's the situation. I've got a blood clot, yeah, which is unfortunate to say the least. But there we go. The second thing that I'm working with right now is something called plantar fasciitis. Fasciitis. So basically, underneath my right heel really hurts if I walk around on it for a long time. And I've spoken about this on the pod before, but now I kind of know what it is. It's plantar fasciitis, double I in the middle. And I've got some sort of MRI scan or pre-MRI scan things. Basically, I've got to have an MRI, she thinks, but there might be some other imaging they can do instead of it. I've got an appointment on the 3rd of August. So that's another issue that I'm trying to get diagnosed and sorted at the moment. I've said before, if I play a round of golf, about 3/4 way around, I can barely walk anymore. But it's got worse. So like, if I go to work in London for the day, which involves, getting myself to the coach stop, walking to and from underground stations and walking around the office a bit, going for lunch, whatever, not particularly heavy day on steps. By the end of that day, my right heel's like pulsing.
What other problems you got with you?
The other problem I've got is with my right. It's kind of like my thumb/wrist. I had an X-ray on it. They said it's not broken, but I'm telling you, it's bad. It's getting worse. Like I can't pull my thumb away from my hand. I can't open my thumb out really. And if I do it when I'm twisting my wrist at the same time, it really hurts. Like I can't. I couldn't hold a cricket ball, bowl a cricket ball, because my thumb would be out away from my hand. Stuff like that. And now picking up the boy, because if you imagine picking up a baby. You put your thumbs on their chest and you kind of the rest of your fingers are under their armpit, right? I can't really do that. My thumb has to be right next to my hand. I'm picking him up like I'm a forklift, just going underneath his arms and going up.
Like you're needing a pizza.
Yeah. So that's getting worse. So I don't really know what my next steps are with that, but I've been told to go and see a GP and it will start, no doubt, a long and strenuous process of no one actually knowing what's wrong with it for months. But I can still play golf with it, which is a good thing, because your thumb is right next to your hand and it's on the club for golf. So at the moment, it's not affecting me being able to play golf. Other than that, I'm all right.
You're in the wars.
So I'm in the wars, mate, but I know for a fact that you're in more of a war, I reckon.
Well, the shoulder, I need to go and get surgery on, and they can do it whenever I want to do it. I just wanted to do the cycle first.
Right.
Because I'll be out for a load of weeks with it.
Right, yeah.
I then played football in a five-a-side the other week, kicked the ball and felt as if my whole leg tore in half, and I've got a labral tear. So I have a labrum. I think labrum's in my shoulder, and either way I've teared that in the shoulder, and then labral's what I've teared. And it's basically like the bit around your ball of your leg that holds your leg into your hip.
Yeah.
That's torn. Physio was like, I asked him if I could do the cycle, and he basically said, no, you're off your fence. So he's given me some exercises to do, and they're literally like bend your leg up while you're lying down and just lift your knee to your stomach. I'm doing it now, and it really hurts. And I did a 10K, 10,000 step walk with Harv yesterday, and it's just been aching ever since. So yeah, I can't really exercise. I can't do anything upper body because of the shoulder, and I can't do anything lower body because of the hip now. So I'm a bit so I'm thinking of getting the shoulder surgery done while I'm out with the hip. Yeah. I might have to cancel the cycle, annoyingly, but I think I can put it back a year. Once it's a bit better and a bit more strengthened, then get doing some walking and stuff. And I'm going to go and get a PT again to try and give me some weight related stuff on the other parts of the body that's working, so at least I'm moving. And now I'm just going to go really strict on what I'm putting in my mouth, because this is usually where I start ballooning when I can't exercise, and I'm not going to lose the traction I've made while I'm unable to move.
Yeah,
that's the plan.
I think we're both unable to exercise as much as we'd like physically at the moment. I'd struggle to do dumbbells. I couldn't pick up anything weights wise on my right hand. It would just, the stress of it. I couldn't go for a 10K walk. Well, I could, but I couldn't do it repeatedly.
The other parts of your leg are counteracting the fact that the hip's weak. Yeah. So I ended up getting knots in different weird places and this sort of stuff. He gave me a massage last Thursday, and that was painful. He was chatting to me halfway through, and then I just couldn't speak. I was just in a good little routine with football. It was all coming off.
Yeah, you've done a lot.
This is a really old injury. I've been doing this on and off for years, but never this bad. And I'm just going to get, I think, shoulder surgery. If I just get that booked in, get out of the way, at least I could then get physio on that. When I'm rebuilding the strength of all of that, then I could get back into some sort of upper body weights.
Okay, so the switch for us, we basically are a shower of shit when it comes to our physical state at the moment. And our bodies are working against us. So we're going to have to flip the script and concentrate more on what's going in our mouth.
Yeah.
Is basically the long and short of it. Like, I reckon I've lost a little bit of weight in the last few weeks since we last weighed in, purely because I'm not drunk. Like, it's not because of diet, because the diet's been okay-ish, similar to what it's been for the last couple of months. Like, some bad bits and some bits where I've behaved. Not been overly bad, but definitely just not plying myself with alcohol would have meant I've lost a couple of kilos or 3, I would have thought. So I'm going to carry on as much as I can with the non-drinking, as I mentioned earlier on, and also just try and think about my weight. And you had a good idea about this that we should do on the odd health side.
Yeah, I think for a little kickstart of a healthy week, I think we should do a health week where we let the world understand what's going into our systems. So rules are really simple. Anytime you put something in your mouth, yeah, and we're not talking about you in a little lap dancing club somewhere, Robert. For the record, there is no truth behind that. Just winding him up and making him feel uncomfortable. Yeah, no, every time we put something in our mouths, we have to take a picture of it. And at the end of the day, we'll post what's gone in our mouths by the end of the day. And we'll whack it on the Instagram. Yeah, and then an overview of how many steps and that sort of stuff we've done in the day, and any exercises. And we do it every day for a week, healthy week. I'm planning on trying to eat under 2,500 calories a day. And I'm trying to drink 3 litres of water a day. That's the plan for one entire week. And if you break and go on the old boozy woozy, you've got to take a picture of every pint that you drink.
And do a little collage in one picture of all the different pints signed up.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be quite good.
So starting Monday, I think we just get on it. And because I didn't take a photo of my breakfast today. Yeah. And then we do it for an entire 7 days and see at the end of it who's eaten the total less calories and who has done more exercise. That's the key.
And then are we going to wear it in the next week? I know we said we're going to wear this week, but it is away in a hotel. We have no access to scales, so we're going to do that another week.
Why don't we just do a photo of the scales on the Instagram to kick it off instead of doing a weigh-in on here? Because I'm in a hotel room, I don't have scales.
Yeah, all right. So tomorrow morning we'll start with a look at the scales.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm in. And we'll see what that effect that has
So we
over
can see who's lost the most. Yeah. So basically, whoever's eaten the less calories, winner. Whoever's moved more, winner, which is hard for both of us at the minute. And but injuries aren't going to stop me. David Goggins, who's going to carry the logs, Bob, and who's then lost the most amount of weight in a 7-day period.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm actually quite interested to see what we could lose in a 7-day period. I kind of need something like this to kickstart the movement. Because really, I'm just being fairly sensible at the moment, and like my weight loss is, I'm probably losing 1 kilo a week on average, something like that. It's not to get to where I want to get to. I need to up it. That's for sure.
Yeah. So every time you put anything, even if it's a snack, Robert, you need to take a photo of it. You need to punch it into MyFitnessPal as well, ideally, because we want to count how many calories we've done.
Yeah, right. MyFitnessPal always is. If I'm using MyFitnessPal, generally speaking, life's good in it. If you're bothering to use that, usually thinking about what you're eating, and then things are. I haven't used it for a long time. Okay,
so a little bit of diehard dropper interaction. I'm going to put something on Instagram where you can vote who's going to win. Either Bob or me, healthy week. And if any of the diehard droppers want to get involved and send their kind of overview of the week, then do it and we'll get you on the pod to discuss what you did.
I'd also like at the end of the week for some people to give some comments on like where we're going wrong. Because mine's going to be so boring. I'll probably just make the same sandwich for work each day. Like dinners will flip the script a little bit, but like lunch and breakfasts. When I try and go healthy, I end up just going real boring, just repeat the same thing, pick something healthy, buy it in bulk, and then just go, well, that's that sorted. I know that meal's 700 calories, so I'll literally have every day. Like classically, what I've just done is stir fries. I cook a stir fry at night. Obviously buy them in like packs of 2, don't you? That they come in serves 2. So you just have half it at night and half the next day for lunch, or cook it at lunch and have it for dinner as well. Like it's so boring.
Have you seen the calories in a stir fry bag of veg? It's like 50, 60. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
just smash the whole thing, mate. It's fine. It's not.
But I like to but basically it's about 700 quid of stir fry. If you go to M&S, get the whole thing for 2. Something like that, 650, 700 stir fry. bosh, there's 1,500 a day, 1,400 a day, and then you get the rest of breakfast and a snack. That's generally what I've done when I focus
Should we
on.
try and find a nutritionist to analyse our week?
Yes, if there is a nutritionist listening to the pod, I'd love to get some proper details about. Actually, if you just substituted that for that, life's the winner.
I know one. I used to deal with Greg Marriott, who's the guy behind Tyson Fury's weight loss.
Right? Yeah.
Let me message him. Let me message him. And see.
Wasn't he the guy that just basically told you to eat a load of cheese?
He put me on a keto diet, which was high fat, lowish protein, 0 carbs.
I'm sure you were just smashing blocks of cheese.
Yeah, it was cheese, fatty bacon, that sort of stuff, cream. And I lost 2 stone in a month. And then I got to a point where I was just knackered. And he made me eat 16 bagels in a day to like carb load. Yeah. And then he put me back on the other diet. And I mean, I've never shifted weight like it. Like it's stripped weight off, but I felt so grubby. Like you just sweat meat and fat. You stink. It wasn't good. He did give me another diet, which was the fish diet, where you'd eat, I think it was like 3 egg whites, 1 whole egg in the morning with some salmon and 1 slice of brown toast with some, I think you were allowed organic butter. Then it would be an apple or nuts at about 11 o'clock. And then lunchtime would be a protein. So either chicken or ideally like salmon fillet. Right. And then as much veg as you want, but no potatoes or anything like that. Then afternoon around 3 o'clock, it would be nuts and apples again. And then at night, you would also do a fish again. So it would be like a salmon or something like that, veg. And again, I shifted a crazy amount of weight off that. That was a lot easier to do because that 1 slice of toast actually meant that you were getting some sort of carbohydrates in there. I might dig that diet out. Actually, I might do that this week. That could be the one. Yeah, but it was really, really good. I lost a load of weight on that. It's just a bit of a pain in the arse to make.
Yeah, it's a lot of planning.
You have to cook all that before, and But then again, you can cook a lot of that salmon in one hit and just fridge it up for a couple of days.
Seems like a lot of prep going involved there.
But yeah, I'll give him a text and see if he's available to come on.
Yeah, do it. Mine will be so boring and probably not particularly nutritious. You'll be able to pull mine apart pretty easy, I would imagine. But whatever.
Yeah,
calories keep it low.
Even down, you've got to take a photo even down to the
toothpaste,
like office snacks and stuff like that you've whacked in. They're the ones.
Oh yeah, if we're gonna do it, it's got to be everything. Yeah,
everything. Yeah. Okay. So Health Week, Monday through to Sunday. Should we get a pod in Sunday night then?
Let's do one Sunday night. Yeah, let's get a review on the go. I think what we should do is do one on Sunday night and do a weigh-in next Sunday.
Well, we want to weigh in on the scales Monday morning.
Yeah, send a picture of that tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And then weigh in on the scales live on the pod, or we'll do it on the pod on Sunday. I also think it would be interesting if any one of us slips in some steak-flavoured KP nuts in this week.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Gareth. The last pod was Gareth, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I've had an extraordinary amount of messages about KP nuts. I've been sent photos of different people that listen to our pod in different offices, right? Where they're like, Die Hard Dropper's just got his hands on some steak flavored KP nuts. And there's like a photo of the KP nuts on their desks. And a little heads up for you, Bob, if you want to try them, they're currently, if you got a club card, only £1.50 for a huge bag in Tesco's at the moment. I walked past and saw that. Yeah.
That means I've got to have them basically today because the old house diary starts mine. That's no good, is it?
Yeah, that also means that Gareth's going to be running down there with a big trolley in a minute, stacking up them cupboards.
What a guy Gareth was, by the way. Just sensational, man. For the benefit of the listeners, Gareth and Ian and I have got a WhatsApp group, and we've been messaging, and Gareth's been giving us some inspiration about some challenges to do. We've been having a lot of chat about challenges, and in this chat, as the days have gone on, we've just got more and more injuries, which has meant that we can't really play ball too much at the moment. But Gareth has officially said that he's going to do a major challenge with us next year, which I'm buzzing about. To be confirmed, all that'll be, but he's on board. We've got Gareth roped in.
Yeah, and we're also looking for any diehard droppers that want to get involved with a 50 kg drop triathlon next year. We'll all go and do it. I expect to come last. Well, I expect you to come last, Bob, and then me to come.
I knew that was coming. I'll get my brother involved in this. I'm gonna rope my brother into doing this with us. He wants to get back on a bit of a fitness hype. I could do some, like, go swimming with him and stuff. So I'll definitely get Tom involved in doing this triathlon, or whatever challenge it is. It'll be something like a triathlon, might be an adaptation of that. But yeah, I think we should. It'd be great if we could get more people involved, rope more people from this, and just have a big crew of it.
What would be phenomenal is if we did like one of the peaks with every diehard dropper on the journey, and we all just get to that mountain top. It would be phenomenal.
And we could almost do like 5-minute interviews with each one on the way up. If I could.
Yeah,
breathe.
we could. We could get merch sorted, couldn't we?
You love merch. Yeah. You're obsessed with merch.
Mine would say Bob's a dosser. Ian's going to win.
The fact you thought about that is concerning, isn't it?
I've already made one. I'm joking. They will be available.
Yeah, so I think we need to give some serious thought into to what this challenge is going to be. Have a little look, get some airtime of it, so we can start to generate some interest. Obviously, we've both got to be fighting fit for it, so we need to allow ourselves the time to recover. Which obviously next year should be fine. Maybe Gareth can direct us on which one we should do. I don't know. He's obviously a veteran in this challenge game.
Yeah, I'll see him as like the captain of this.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, he actually knows what he's doing. So
smashed out 7 Ironmans, like.
Yeah, madness. I think I mentioned to you about these race in the sun things. There's it's like a bit of a charity team thing, and there's different ones they do. But I know they would do one in Lake District, which is like you start at sunrise and you finish. And you have to finish before sunset, and you like do basically a massive hike, a massive cycle, and then you kayak across Lake Windermere or whatever it is. Like you do something like that, which I think would be quite good. And you do it as teams. So like when you're in kayaks, you're in kayaks of 2 or 4 or whatever. And we could have just a number of teams. And obviously it's charitable and all that kind of great crack. Quite fancy doing something like that. There's more than just like, like a one discipline, multi-discipline, but I guess isn't 1-2 hour thing, like an actual all day.
Yeah, I'm thinking of starting up a 50 kg drop WhatsApp group. Get a little community going of all of the diehard droppers. Anyone can add themselves into it. It'll also give them some content ideas.
Yeah. Sophie definitely would be on this, surely.
100%. Lives tired up in her garden, doesn't she? She's got this.
Yeah. What would be good if it was like next summer?
She cheated on us, by the way. She did a podcast last week. I saw it on Instagram. She cheated on us. She thought of giving up on them 2 dossers.
So I think she'll definitely do it. What would be good is if, say, it was next summer, if we could get ourselves round to a point where we were like, I don't know, 6-7 kilos away. Imagine if we got ourselves and we were like nearing the end of the journey, and then this whole day hike scenario might be the thing that tips us over to hitting the 50k. Like that, you could write a movie on it.
Do you know what I fancy, right? Sophie's Elevate program members be the 50 kg drop diehard droppers.
It's got legs.
10 on 10. Let's go.
Yeah, it could be on to a winner.
Our merch game would be better than theirs. I'll make sure of it.
Yeah, because we got you obsessed with it.
Yeah. I'll get Gore-Tex merch. That would be phenomenal.
If we're doing merch, though, I'd like it to be something that is a bit out of the ordinary, not like T-shirts and caps. Do you know what I mean?
Shirts.
So yeah, starting with stuff like that. Like, I don't know, hairbands.
Strictly XXL and above as well. Like, I've got no interest entertaining these skinny kids talking about weight loss. That's not on, right? We're talking XXL to 5XL capes. Rain ponchos. Maybe a sombrero for when we get to the top, above the clouds.
But yeah, shout out to Gareth. Lovely guy. Really enjoyed Gareth's time. And he's definitely captain of whatever we do. He's in. He's committed. He's got the backstory. He's got the experience. I think he's a great team captain for us to get whatever challenge done we need to get done.
Absolutely, yeah. There would be a moment halfway up that hill where we share a bag of state flavoured KP nuts as well.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure life doesn't get better than that.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, and maybe I'll save my KP nut experience on the steak flavour situation until that time.
I don't think I could eat him without him. I'm going to have to do it with him. I nearly bought a bag in Tesco's. I had like a train journey on Friday that I had to do. And I thought, no, it's not. I need him to talk me through it because he's passionate about it.
A similar situation for me. I saw some, I think it was in Boots at the train station at Liverpool Street. Anyway, I was rushing for a train to get me home from London, and I'd already paid for what I bought. And as I was leaving, they were like in one of the little displays near all the electronic tills. So as I had already paid and was leaving and rushing, I then saw a rack of steak flavored KP nuts. Didn't have the time to go back and buy them again, which I was gutted about at the time. But now I think maybe that was the right thing to do because we can try them together. It'd be lovely, man.
It would be lovely. Yeah.
I would like some feedback from some other droppers though. If you could write into the Instagram, give us a little message. How are the steak flavored KP nuts coming down?
So, like, our merch could be sponsored by KP Nuts, couldn't it? That would be. The pod could be sponsored by KP Nuts. I wouldn't be surprised if they're sold out in certain Tesco's after that last week.
Oh yeah, we did a job on them.
Yeah, Gareth should be getting royalties on that.
Yeah, Gareth should be. Yeah, there should be some sort of claim there for Gareth.
Yeah.
But so we need to think in the background of a big challenge. Obviously, the cycle is going to have to be delayed a year, so I guess we'll both do that next year. We are fostering injuries, so the focus is Health Week. You're going to think about what diet you're doing. I'm going to be completely mundane and boring, and then we'll see the effect it has.
I've got this.
We got to send a picture of our weight in the morning. How do you think you're getting on with that since we last weighed?
I would have gained weight. I haven't been able to move.
Yeah,
and unlike you, I've been smashing booze. I did a bottle of champagne yesterday and a bottle of wine. Yeah, I'm living well. Bubbles, darling.
I can't have champagne. One glass of champagne and like the heartburn's just comes at me.
I'm the same, right? Someone bought us a mentally good bottle for the wedding, so we had that yesterday. It's on Vivino. It was like in the 80 quid range.
Ooh.
And I didn't get any heartburn. I haven't even got a hangover. It was delicious, mate.
Oh, wonderful, Niz.
I think with wine in general, the cheaper you go down the price range, the worse the headache, worse the heart.
Yeah. Like a lot of spirits, isn't it? If you get cheap vodka, I mean, you're just in a whole world of trouble. But if you actually have some spenny stuff, you don't feel too bad the next day.
Yeah. Anyway, it's living well. You know what I mean? If you are going to booze well.
In a beautiful part of the world called Marlow.
Yeah, lovely part of the world. It genuinely is lovely around here. I took half for a walk yesterday. He was drenched, poor little sod.
Oh dear.
And he was looking at the River Thames like he was going to jump in. And he didn't. He bottled it. But I'd have loved to have seen that.
You are crawling your way towards me as well, which is nice. Yeah, let's get the weights, get some pictures of the scales in the morning, and we'll get cracking with this Health Week. Health Week, here we come.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Toodles.
We've got some diet plans, health scans, sugar bans, fitness fans, PTs, injuries, laying off the Chinese, ball games, gym chains, protein gains and skin tight tops, and we ain't gonna stop until we hit the 50k. Drop, 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 drop. No excess fat, no FAT, no curry bag, no guarantee. Rough or buff, lean on me. We'll end up as fit as a bear.